Hello and welcome, my name is Parky and today we're going to be taking a look at The Long Journey Home. Now this game has only just recently come out on Steam, so I'm really excited to take a look at it. I've not played it before, I thought I'd save it for you guys. And it's a space sort of crawling game where you sort of have to figure out the storyline, there is a storyline, and you have to deal with any of the obstacles that come up in your wake. Kind of like a sort of roguelike, randomly generated type thing. But anyway, we're just going to get straight into it. It looks like we've got to select 4 crew members out of the possible, what is that, like 10? Which is fine, and I'm going to assume also that they've all got different kinds of stats and stuff. So it looks like they've got different objects and also different roles that they'd perform on the ship. So we've got, let's just go through them. Archaeologist, I'm not going to bother reading through all their backstory because I'm not really that interested. I don't think the backstory is very relevant to their position on the ship. So we've got an archaeologist, which is actually going to be surprisingly helpful. I think I might instantly go for an archaeologist because Daniel Jackson from Stargate, he's like the absolute ultimate badass. We've also got a test pilot, which might be useful, an engineer, which seems like a must, a botanist, a theoretical physicist, which seems useful, an astronaut, again, very useful, researcher, a mission planner, corporate executive, salvage kit, everything a scavenger needs to harvest wrecks and ruins. Oh, okay, that might actually be quite useful. And then a civilian observer. Okay, Australian student Zoe Creed began writing about her love of space at the age of 16. Wow, so she's basically a vlogger. Amazing. Right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for maybe the archaeologist. I assume there's no customization of any kind that you can do for these. It doesn't really look like it. So the archaeologist has a crystal skull. Amazing. Have no idea what it does, but it sounds like it might be useful. You'd imagine a test pilot would be good. A test pilot, not an actual pilot. Okay. I mean, that's got a major lander repair, but I don't know if that's a single use or like a multiple. If it's multiple, then it's going to be amazing. A toolbox, repairing devices. I think we're going to need an engineer. Every crew needs an engineer. We've got a botanist. Great, he's got a pet plant. Not really sure how useful that's going to be. Benoit's pills. For Benoit only, a theoretical physicist. So he's got a bit of a nutty theoretical physicist, which sounds fun. I don't know if the vlog is actually going to be any help on our journey. But then why would they give it to you? There must be some sort of mission that's helpful in. I have no idea. Also got harmonic replating, major hull repair, an astronaut, protection from small planet-sized critters, researcher. Let's go for researcher. I think that might be useful. So far we've got 2 very lovely ladies and an old man. I feel so sorry for the ladies. Let's also maybe go for... I feel like a theoretical physicist might be useful. Or even up the sexes a little bit as well. Have 1 each. That's not really quite... yeah, okay, let's just not go with that. Maybe a theoretical physicist might be useful. Well, I do kind of like the sound of the distress beacon. But then, distress beacons in sci-fi don't always bring the best results. So maybe we won't do that. Salvage kit. Salvage kit does sound good, but I don't want a creepy fucker on board. So let's maybe not do that either. Let's go for the theoretical physicist. And then we've got the ship builder. So it looks like we've got several versions of the ship here. How many? 3 in total. Okay. And they've all got different stats. This one's got sort of like medium hull strength and medium everything. Quite a lot of cargo space. This one has got high hull strength and fuel tank. Small jump range, medium exotic matter tank, low maneuverability and high cargo. So it's sort of like a tank ship, I guess. And then this one, low hull, low fuel, but really far jump range and high maneuverability. So I'm going to guess that this one's sort of like the speeder, sort of like really speedy ship, but it can't carry very much. This is the mid-range and then a tank. Let's go for the tank. Okay, and then we've got a load of colour schemes that we can make this look like. Wow, some of these are really cool looking. That's very industrial, isn't it? I sort of want to go for one that looks like something that humans would actually make. I guess maybe this. Well, that's a bit gross looking. Oh, I kind of like this one. Okay, let's go for this. And then the landers. Okay, so we've got some more options for the landers here. We've got the Odyssey, the Serenity, and the Pathfinder. Now, the Odyssey, sorry, has a high hull strength, low fuel tank. So it's, again, a bit like the tank. This one's a good mid-range, has a bit of everything, which might be useful. I'm not really sure what this is going to do. I mean, it's got drill efficiency and probing. So I guess we're going to be probing some alien ass at some point, which might be useful. So let's go for the mid-range. I think that seems good. And it's just going to match the ship's colour scheme. The ship's colour scheme. Okay, and that seems good. So we can also enter a sort of seed code. We're not going to do that. We're going to start, and we're going to go for newer players, adventure mode, yep, sure, story mode, and we're going to start from Earth, learn the basics, blah, 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 and also start after the jump. Lost, injured, alone with a damaged ship and mysterious device from alien sphere. Dead list 7. Okay, we're going to go for this one. Seems a bit spoilery going for the other side. 9, 8. Oh, so this is us going, is it? Okay, I don't know whether... Is this actually time sensitive, or can I just go whenever I want? Okay. Fine, so we sort of want to just go like this, straight up, I guess. So we're going into space, or we can tilt it a little bit. Oh, there was a line. Okay, I guess we're in space now. Because that's definitely how it works. And look at this, our magnificent ship, the Endurance. What was it, the IGSS or something? Intergalactic something? I have no idea. So here we are at Earth. A brief stop on Mars looks like it's our mission. We need to visit the Schiaparelli mining colony on Mars to collect the exotic matter for the jump. Cool, okay. We've got loads of information down here. I assume this is shields, fuel, jumps? I'm not really sure. This is definitely our crew member status. And then this is the status of the planet that we're in orbit round. This is us, a little arrow. Obviously they couldn't be bothered to render in the actual ship in this game. But that's fine. It's okay. I can deal with that. So the Earth is harmless. I disagree with that very much. And it's got a lot of common metal and gas on it. Cool. Okay. So we can also look into our ship by pressing tab by the looks of things. So here's our crew. So we've got a medical kit, critter repellent, Benoit's mysterious white pills, which maybe we can shove up an alien's ass at some point, but I have no idea. Was a crystal skull, which again we have no further information in. And the database, so this is our mission reports logbook, which looks like nothing really much has happened. Locations that we've visited. It's got the bridge, which contains our status of, well, what you'd expect on the bridge, everything to do with the ship. So the ship hull, the fuel tank, exotic matter tank, which I'm assuming is what we need for like fast and light travel, which we're going to get from Mars. So cool. And we've also got the lander hull, engine, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we can abandon the lander, but I don't think that's probably what we want to do right now. And this is our resources. So we've got a fuel converter. Looks like we've got a little bit of backup hydrogen here to start off with. We've also got an EM refinery. You select a mineral from the cargo containers to refuel the jump drive tank. So this is the sort of exotic material refinery. We've also got the ship repair bench, which I'm assuming is going to use metals, as it says. Also the lander bay, same sort of deal. Container blowout. Blow out the resources so we can clear the resources. Cool. There's going to be a lot in this game that we're going to have to learn. But I'm excited to get into this because I feel like it's a game that we're really going to enjoy playing together. So we've got to assign a leader. A leader being. And there's the crystal skull. Okay, so who do we want as our leader? Probably, so we've got an archaeologist, an engineer, a theoretical physicist, and a researcher. Who would be a good leader? I think probably... Oh, so this is for the lander. Okay. Right. So currently we've got the theoretical physicist on the lander. It might actually be good to have the archaeologist on the lander in case we come across any alien ruins. If that's a thing, I have no idea. But it makes sense to me. Okay, cool. So I think we're done here pretty much. So let's leave, shall we? So we want to go over here. Here's our map. So I'm assuming we just click in this direction. A little bit like this. So we're currently going towards Mars, I'm assuming. It's sort of a bit more up this way. Oh god, okay. Quickly. No, thrust in this direction. Back against ourselves to try and go into the orbit. Now each of these planets have like a little orbit field that should appear about now. And if you hold down space by the looks of things... Yeah, here we go. We can autopilot into the atmosphere. So here we are. We're now orbiting Mars. So Mars is harmless. And it's also inhabited by humans, which is a bit weird. And we've also got energy readings from structures. Cool, so that's land. How do we do that? Q. Let's do it. Our first landing. How exciting. I'm very excited to do this. Although I'm really hoping I'm not going to screw this up at all. So how do we go... Is this the boosters from down? Oh no, this is boosters from up. So I'm assuming we want to boost opposite to the direction that we're going. So we can stabilise a little bit. Like... Oh, no, I don't want to go this way. No! Oh, God damn it. Okay, we're going to have to do that again. That was really not good, was it? I mean, okay, thank you very much. Maybe we'll do that again. My ship piloting skills are not the best. Maybe we should have got that test pilot. That might have made things a little bit easier. So how the heck are we going to do this? So I'm assuming we probably want to thrust in the opposite direction we're going to. Something a little bit like this. Here we go. Here we go. I've got it this time. Slow down a little bit because it looks like this red thing is where we want to go. Okay, cool. Looks like things are going okay. Quick thrust in this direction and then thrust a bit more this way and then up for a gentle landing. Look at this. Second time round is a lot better than the first. Cool, so let's investigate this location. This is a communication hub for your ship. Ask about subjects, show items of interest and engage in chit-chat. Okay, let's do it, shall we? So, big EM tank, fuel for the jump drive, complete refill. Cool. Skipperelli flight control to lander. Welcome to Mars IASA. Got your fresh brewed antimatter right here, ready for transfer. Transfer complete, IASA. Wait a sec. Yeah, got another present for you. The boss wants you to test out our new prototype shield generator whilst you're out there. Shouldn't have any trouble fitting it, or at least it'll protect against energy bursts. Okay, so not physical damage, I'm assuming. It's going to be something completely different. Cool, okay. So, bring us back a souvenir, Skipperelli out. Location left. Continue. So let's go back to the ship and try and see if we can figure out what the hell is going on. The ship was refueled in orbit during lander mission. Right, so the lander is actually a little bit difficult to fly, which is a bit unfortunate. But let's go back into our ship menu, and we've got the ISA shielding here, which is probably best done by the engineer, who I think is this person. Yeah, okay, so there we go, it's installed. We've also got big EM tank, fuel for the jump drive. We'll refuel it using the engineer again, because why not? And that seems like pretty much it. So if we go to the bridge now, we've also got the shielding. Cool, okay, and it looks like it's okay. Right then, okay, well I guess we're just going to go now. Jump to Alpha Centauri! Nothing can possibly go wrong. Hold thrust and boost to activate the jump drive, so we need to thrust and boost at the same time. So let's get the map out quickly by pressing W. Now, are there anywhere else in this galaxy that we want to go to? Probably some of these moons over here. Because surely if there's humans on... What the hell is going on? Whoa, whoa! What the heck is this? Okay, there we go. I think we just didn't have enough boost there to go out of orbit. Oh dear. Right, okay, so let's go back to the map. I want to go sort of towards these moons of... What is that, Jupiter or Saturn? Because they've got some moons that are potentially habitable in real life, by the way. So let's just have a look. I know it's telling us to initiate jump. I want to be nosy. I'm thinking that if there's... oh god. If there's humans on Mars, then there's likely to be some humans on maybe the moons of these planets as well. Okay, so let's have a little look. What are we doing here? So we probably want to go in a little bit like this. Yeah, here we go. This would probably do it, shouldn't it? So hold it down for 2 seconds and we should be in the orbits. Now what is here? No life forms, very low gravity, rock. It looks like there's not really much to mine here. I mean, yeah, okay, sure. Let's just leave this place, shall we? So we're going to boost out of here. I think that was my mistake. We just didn't boost hard enough. Okay, so let's boost over to this one as well. Seems like it's better to use the thrust instead of the boost on small maneuvers, as it said earlier. So let's just thrust back this way, see if we can get back into the atmosphere of this moon, and see if there's anything cool going on here. Okay, so here we go. A low orbit. Wonderful. So what's here? So we've got... it's a rock planet, subarctic, convection light. Doesn't seem like there's anything here at all. Let's just leave, shall we? I have a feeling, you know, that... Oh god. I have a feeling that it's actually going to be pretty empty in our solar system. So let's thrust and boost, shall we? Oh wow, look at this. Okay, so we're going to FTL. Woo! Woo! Spacing! Cool. And here we are. So we're going to Alpha Centauri. It's the closest star, in case you're wondering. At least I believe it is. I should probably, like, maybe not quote things if I don't know if it's actual fact. IASA, that's it. Look at us, we're like a big space penis. Everything that man creates is in the shape of a dick, basically. Oh dear, that doesn't look good. First mission, everything's going wrong. Is that a black hole as well? We're flying into a black hole. Oh no. Okay, I'm really worried about the theoretical physicist. I want to know what those poles are. Distance to Earth. Oh, so here we are. We're going through the galaxy. Oh, holy shit. Are these different galaxies here? Or I guess so? Dear God. Okay, that didn't go quite as planned. Not good. Far from home. Space folder malfunction. Where are we? This isn't Alpha Centauri. Sensors indicate something large in the debris field is trapping us here. Follow the white arrow to find what is jamming our signal. Right, so point and rotate, apply thrust to move. Cool, okay, so we probably want to go in this direction, don't we? And maybe avoiding all of the crap that's around here. So we're going to take it nice and slow. Mind you, we don't actually have that much thrust anyway, but we don't have very much maneuverability either, because we've got the tank ship. Okay, well this seems like a good place to leave today's episode, just before we find out what happened. If you enjoyed it, then please feel free to leave your support in the comment section below. Also leave ratings and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let me know what you think of the game as well. I'd be very interested in finding out. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, awkward, awkward, goodbye. Awkward.